So me and the cat are sitting here watching YouTube. What is that noise? Hey tubes, how's it going? So, a few videos ago, went to the Junkyard and I found some goodies for the Explorer, and I'm going to go over those with you today. First off, just a little beauty piece we're going to throw on. I've always been kind of a fan of this one. It's just a beauty thing, you know. Pretty stupid, but it was like super cheap. Wanted it, got it. So you got a couple of other things that I'm missing from the Explorer. So I was missing this on the driver's side, so I got that, put that in. We got, hopefully this one is good. This is an EGR actuator valve. So I'm going to pop this in and see if that's good. And then one important part for the interior, for the HVAC, was this guy right here. My bit right here is actually broken off and you can't adjust the heat. So this thing is mint. It's exactly the same as the one that's in there, so it's not really a limited model specific. So we can put that in. Hopefully that works and doesn't leak, because it does have 2 vacuum operated ports, mostly for, let's see, what's that for? Oh, this is for, it's for the, I think it's for the max AC. You know, when you hit max AC, it depresses a little switch in there. So that's what that's all about. Whatever, so we got those two. I also found the lock keyless entry module, which I have actually plugged in to see if it works, and it does. The power locks work as well as interior lights, but there are a couple issues with that, and I'll go over it later. So I found fairly decent looking shocks. These are off a 94. Everything I got pretty much came from a 94. These are really good compression wise. Yeah, nice rebound. These, I've actually had a set like these before, and they have a slow rebound, and these are nitrogen charged, but they're KYBs. So I got a pair of these for the front, and then I think these are Gabriel Guardians. They look very familiar. I think I've had a set of these before. I had these on my truck out there, and these are pretty good. Oh yeah, I can hardly compress it by hand. Also has a slow rebound. That's normal for these. Like I said, I've had a set before. And then I got something else. Take care of our auto hub problem. Got the whole kit and caboodle right here, tubes. Now they're not Warrens, which is fine. They're just the factory manual quarter turn hubs. Not, you know, super strong by any means, but it's better than the auto hubs, I think. Found those off an Explorer that had the N5OD that I need for this, and it had the manual transfer case that I'm thinking about swapping into. I just didn't have enough spending money today to get that. If I didn't get this stuff, I actually probably could have swung the transmission and the other stuff, because it was a 50% off sale today. But all the stuff I got today was already $100, so I'll probably have to see what other sales I got and take advantage of that and go up there and get all that, you know, if I can find it. But anyways, let's get one of the wheels here jacked up, and we're gonna swap in a shock absorber, and then since it's right there, real easy to get to, we're gonna swap out the auto hub top hats. So, all right, I'll get her jacked up and we'll rip a wheel off. Hey, before we start working on this, let's do a before and after. It's got factory Motorcraft shocks up front, and then we have blown eBay air shocks in the back. be good enough. And watch when I jack it up. Imagine going on the road like that, just constantly bouncing. It freaking sucks, man. I'm tired of it. Smells like a hot engine. It's not smelling like motor oil anymore. That was annoying. Let's see, what size is this? It's not that. Is it 13? There we go. $17. Come on, just be a size I have. That's watch. It's 18. It just won't go in there. Yeah, I need to get something in there. Maybe I want vice grips work better. Do these things. Are awful. That's better. Jesus. The rear shocks that were on here that I took off and tried to put air shocks in. I had a factory of limited Explorer air shocks. I wanted to try and see how they would work on here. They're awful, but something's wrong with the shock absorption part, and they just don't ride right. The original shocks that were in here were Motocrafts, and the new to me ones that I put in there were Motocrafts as well. But I think they've been sitting on the shelf for too long, and the shock absorption is absolutely non-existent. Or not shock absorption, that's what the spring is for, but it would not, it just has no control at all. Let's see if a 3/4 will get this. Oh yeah. The bush, oh yeah, this is original. You gotta cut these bushings out. Ha! Check this out. Yeah, these bushings are molded together. So, wow. There's a little bit of rebound, and then there's something there, but it's nothing like those new ones that we got. Can you guys see? I want you to get a wider shot so you can just see me working. Hey, that works. I don't want to too close. I don't want to get claustrophobic either watching or like when I edit the videos and they're like all close in. Yeah. So, yeah, these I can't compress them like this. There's a bunch of sand in here. I want to get this out of here. Almost wish I had some polyurethane bushings ready. I would run these, but that's okay. These are firm already, so not too worried about that. What I am worried about is squeaky squeaks. Don't want no squeaks. Just want to make sure we can attract as much dirt as possible. I'm also going to take some of the silicone paste and put it on this little stud here. I'm going to put the model number out just because. Also makes going on much easier. Okay, got that bushing centered in there. Yeah, nice. Alright, Will's Garage, how many Ooga Doogas? Cool. I think these springs here, I don't know if they're different than XLT springs, but I think they're softer than your standard Explorer. I think they put a little bit of a softer spring in here, so when your shocks start to go bad, it just is one hell of a ride. So what I want to do is tighten this down into where it starts to collapse the bushing a little bit. Doesn't have to be super tight. I think that should be plenty. Those bushings are fairly firm, so should last a good deal. We're tight here. Bushings are, yeah, these bushings are good. Sweet. Okay, now the fun part. These manual hubs are a little bit heavier, so hope it won't affect our acceleration. You got auto hubs. Throw them in the trash. There's a little C-clip thing right here. I need 2 screwdrivers. You just get one to kind of push on it, and then you get your flathead to kind of grab it the rest of the way. And you may want to keep that. I'm gonna lay out a little towel down here to cover up my stuff. Okay, so and then we're gonna get this off of here. You gotta line it up with the splines, and then this part comes off. This is just the cam thing. I've actually got everything that came with these locking hubs, so I'm just going to use that instead. These are well greased up. They probably could use a clean out, but I'm not gonna worry about it too much. This is, as long as there's grease there, we're good. I may actually go to upgrade to Warns at some point, but I don't know. This will be, I'll feel a little bit better about this. Oh wait, don't need that one. Wrong one. Well, anyways, what I was saying is normally you have this giant socket you put over this thing. Oh, and then I gotta get the keeper out. The tubes were all over the place today. Well, hopefully we don't need our giant nut. I think it's 1 1/16 or something really big. I gotta get this keeper out of here. So we gotta do it the way that people frown upon. They should have a little bit of a stick out and you just like, rock. So instead you gotta fight this. No you don't. Get the hell out of there. Freaking thing. Okay, this is going to need front brakes. I can actually see some warpage in the rotor. It feels warped anyways. So this stuff came from a 92. this goes on next. Yeah, this has got like the original bearing. Timken, it's all Timken. I don't know if my, I gotta see if this is the same as the Dana 44, because I could use my thingamajig. Huh. That's pretty cool, it's the same. Awesome. I hate having to buy, you know, every time you do one project and you gotta have a different socket for each one. It's like working on a Volkswagen. You're like, son of a bitch. So what I'll do, I want to snug it up. Let it set up. That's a little too tight. Back it off a little bit. No play. We'll go a hair tighter. Okay. Because there's so much grease here, I was able to keep this stack up just the way it was. Now there should be a locking pin on here. And then there's this little tab right here in the thing. It's gonna go right up in here. A little bit of slop there. Well, it's closest to that, so it won't back off. We'll leave one manual and one auto. How about that? Wouldn't that be fun? Put this on, and then this one we really just crank down on it. This will jam that all in place. That should be plenty tight. I might try and back it off a hair. See if we can do it like this. We can. Okay, now it's stopped. Yeah, it's a little bit. Just that little bit. This is dragging on the brakes, so I'm gonna leave this like it is. This needs new wheel bearings anyways. Fuck it. This little guy, he just goes under the splines. Just a little spacer. And then there's a little friendly little spring-a-thing clip. This just keeps the axle shaft from flopping around. I'm sure you could run without it if you didn't have it, but you have it, so we're gonna run it. And then we'll take some of this grease here and just put it around this O-ring, which is probably not actually good for it. It should actually have silicone paste on it. Apparently these also aren't very strong either, but you know what? It's better than when you really need to rock back and forth to kind of get out of some glazed over snow or mud or whatever. And have this constant locked rather than the hubs, the auto hubs, unlocking as you roll back, and then when you go to floor it and going forwards, then it doesn't latch and it grinds and it just makes all kinds of noise. Now, yeah, check that out. Yeah, that other side unlocked or locked up. I mean, these auto hubs worked, but I got manual hubs now. Yeah. I already got started doing that one. I was like, oh, camera. Look at this wheel. It just, the brakes aren't even grabbing it, which is fun. Or maybe it's supposed to be like that, and the other side's not releasing all the way. One auto hub. I don't know to throw these away or save them and keep them as an emergency. So I tried out that other shock, just bounce the truck. This is all go on the other side and I push on it and it's almost rock solid. All right, all clear. There's 120 some, 122 miles, oh, no, 123,000 miles on it. Look at that. This thing's blown out. Look at that. I can just barely. Out of there. Jesus. It's located in there. You want to make sure it locates. You want to make sure that that part of the bushing actually goes in. Otherwise, if it doesn't, you're going to have some issues with just noise. Second-hand shocks in here, and we're going to be ready to ride. I think a 5-speed and an engine refresh, and maybe at some point a set of tires, and some little extra suspension here and there. I think we're going to be ready to do some road tripping. I'm okay if that moves or is turning. It's all lubed up, so it's going to turn around a little bit. That's fine. Doesn't matter to me. Okay, I want to get this out of here. Make sure that the O-ring is in here properly. Give her some juice. I'm actually going to wipe this surface up so we don't get any vibrations. And like that. And then if we want four-wheel drive, just do that. That is, well, that's free. This is locked. Nice. Yeah, we're locked. Undo that. Take the tension off. All right, we got manual hubs now. And here we go. She's getting dark. Nice. Got a little bit of play in the steering box. Just checking this out. It looks like it's right at the output, so I probably can adjust that a little bit. So I might work on that some other time. Okay, balance test with new front shocks. The real important one is the roll test. Yeah, that's, I mean, a lot better. All right, Tibbs. Got these. See, I bought these last year for an axle swap project. thought maybe, oh, you know, it'd be cool to have air ride all the way around, and I put these up front. These are for this application, although in a 95 and up. Bought these for that project, and I ended up using something different because this whole upper mounting thing, I tried modifying and make it work. It didn't really work, and then I was messing around with them again, and it just seemed kind of soft. And I put them back in here, and oh my god, I'm so glad I didn't use these. These are awful. I mean, they're just, I don't know what's up. It was an eBay purchase. You know how those can be sometimes. And boy, what a ride with these things, huh? Alright, got that chuck in and snugged down. And then I was just about to tighten this one up. I got these bolts up here tight, about as tight as I can get them. And these things are pretty stiff. I had fought them a little bit getting them in here. At least to compress them a little bit. Good thing is I've jacked the vehicle up a couple inches just to get some room here. We got about, yeah, a couple inches there. Well, I mean, we don't know where this is going to be at, but that's where it was in the last vehicle. With just the front being done, oh my god. What a difference. It's like an 80% difference. Like, better control. Like, it just, because you go around, there's like a corner, you're going around it, you're like, and the whole truck's like this, and then it flattens out, and you're like, come on, man. Already busted my middle finger a little bit, not too bad. Hand slipped off. These nuts here are like it's like an 18. I'm using a 19 on it, and it slipped. Okay, well, we're done with the suspension. God, that's gonna be a hell of a difference. Definitely want to take this for a test drive. Alright, so this was pretty squishy before. Yeah. Sway bar bushings were a little meh. Bounce and a half. Bounce and a half. Dude. Man, I tell you, this Explorer is really starting to turn around. It's gone from being just about junkyard bound to being fairly roadworthy. So yeah, new shocks, front and rear. Oh man, what a difference. I took this up. It's called Timber Road. Last time I took this thing up, I was just all over the road. Now it's, dude, it's freaking nice. Pretty responsive suspension now. It's not bouncing all over the place. And I don't know. People are gonna think this is stupid, but I like it. Yeah. That's like 10 horsepower right there, huh? Oh, I suppose I need to leave this off. Now I created a problem. There it is. I'm replacing this actuator valve. Hoping this is a good one. If not, I'll have to buy a new one. It didn't cost me much. But there's one bolt here. This valve was also off a 94. There were a lot of Explorers of this year there at the junkyard. I was actually quite happy because I was able to get a lot of the parts that I needed. So there's that. I would imagine that just put power to it and it clicks on. I tried doing that and mine wouldn't turn on. Well, I can tell you one thing, the EGR is not opening, and I was running at highway speeds going out to that road, because one side of it's really hot, and then I'm feeling right at the manifold where it bolts in, and it's cool. So obviously the EGR is not working. Now, if this doesn't work, I'll probably have to buy the correct sensor for this. I bought one a few weeks ago, but it ended up being the wrong style. It ended up being for a 95 and up, so I'll get the 94 one. And then what I'll do after that is get, this is $43 brand new, by the way. I'll get a new one of those, and we'll start over again. Tink. I don't think I'm going to do a TDI swap, not now anyways. I want to make this run better. It was just an idea, but looking at it, it's going to cost a little too much money. Kind of surprised nobody really talked or made comments about that on the last video when I had that little brain fart. So that's done. I guess the next thing I'd like to do is, well, maybe I'll do it tomorrow when it's lighter out. But I want to fix the HVAC setup because I would like to get my controls back. Alright, tubes. She is done. We got new to me, new to us, shucks. All the way around. And also we put manual hubs in. And then fix the HVAC panel. I may need to adjust the heater cable. It's not going all the way to the hot. I want to make, or it is going all the way hot, but I don't feel like it's going all the way to cold. Also, the last thing I have to do, it is plugged in, but it's not permanently mounted or anything. I'll probably do it off camera, but what it is the keyless entry module, which is plugged in and working for the most part. I still have some issues. The driver's side, when you open it up, it does not turn the light on. The back, the lift gate, when you open that up, it does not turn the lights on. But if you open any of the other passenger doors, it will turn the interior lights on, and the anti-theft light doesn't come on. I don't know what's going on there, but I'm hoping I can at least get the key fob programmed. So I'm gonna try and maybe dick with that here in a minute. Anyways, check out the links down below. We also have an extras YouTube channel, just some bonus, what have you, in there. So, anyways, with that, thanks for watching. Please give the video a big like, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll catch you next time. See ya.